there's that pivotal moment where you connect and you feel. And for me, it was the medium. Like, I was choking back tears and I saw you leave and go get a tissue. So I'm like, oh, when Gigi gets up and goes and smokes, and Sky, miserable Sky, dreadful Sky, she has a problem, right, with Gigi, and she divulges that she had an issue with Gigi smoking at her party. The Valley isn't about friendship.
It's about surviving group dinners with people who know entirely too much about your relationship.
Welcome to reality in 5D.
Where the lawns are manicured.
And the group chats are weaponized. Let's spill. I guess I'm the only one spilling today. No. Thanks for listening, guys. Reality in 5D with Matt
and Courtney.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, comment, tell us how you guys feel. We love to interact and engage with you guys.
And to know all the tea. So if you've got any, make sure you
come sit with us and spill.
Sit next to us.
All right, so let's talk the Valley Purge.
Yes.
I think we would be best friends with Gigi.
I love her.
I do. I think that we would giggle a lot with Reza and Adam.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They would be our besties real fast.
And I would like MJ on a surface level. But I don't think I'd care for many of the other people on the cast. Is that? I mean, we're 4 episodes in.
Yeah, and we don't know the history that some of them have
We're
together.
starting to kind of get a glimpse.
Yeah, and when they like do flashbacks to like 2015 and stuff, I'm like, whoa, okay, well, we weren't around.
We didn't watch Shaw's.
Yeah, we weren't around in the Bravo sphere at that point.
We were just watching Housewives, and we didn't think of anything else.
Persian sphere.
We were. There you go.
Or the Valley, or, you know, the Shaws. Wasn't it the Shaws then?
It was,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And back then, we wouldn't have been caught dead in the Valley.
Yeah. So, like, some of the drama was completely new to us. Some of the beef and some of the grudges.
And thank God for the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I'm starting to put it together. I may not be fully committed to some of the drama and as mad as some of them are, but I'm starting to kind of get a feel for things. Yeah. And the way that, like, certain people act, like Tommy and the whole Reza situation, I can tell he's a problem. I can tell he's a loose cannon.
Yeah.
But speaking of blast from the past, Gigi. And we start off still at the dinner that we were at last time, right? With Denis and Gigi, and she like flips out and she's like, I need to go outside and hit something. I need to feel pain.
Oh yeah.
She just needed to have a smoke.
She was raging.
But
she's like, I need a break.
I don't understand, which he apologizes, right, for fucking her friend and getting engaged to her friend 1 week after their marriage was annulled.
Was this like a friend? Like
I think she potentially was a former cast member at Shaw's. God. And this is the girl, because you remember last week we talked about a scandal at Bloomingdale's where this girl got snatched up allegedly.
You think it was that girl?
I think it's that girl.
Homewrecker?
I do think it's that girl, yeah. And, you know, they had a 13-year friendship before, so I do understand.
Friendship? Was it a relationship or just a friendship?
No, they were friends.
And then just randomly got married?
They got together. And
for how long?
Then got married and then annulled like a week later. Yeah. After the marriage. They have a child together, right?
She got with him and married him out of spite, and he
did the same thing. They both got with each other out of spite.
And then like hooked up, or got that annulled, and then hooked up with like a quote unquote friend.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, why is this man on our screen?
They have a kid together,
They do, yes.
Oh, God.
Okay. And I don't understand why he's here at first, but then we do find out that this is the guy that she started Intimately Gigi, or whatever, the sex toy company, right?
Yes, they have a business together.
Right, well, it's been kind of not a thing at the moment, is what I'm gathering, which is crazy because she made a lot of money off of it.
Which makes more sense why everyone was concerned about her finances. Because we're like, clearly she's got things going for her.
She does. So I guess she's relaunching, and we will find out. But she talks about being big in all of these other countries, so where's the money? You know, because they bring her finances up, and then I Google her, and it says she's worth $12 million.
Just because you're worth
No,
that
I
doesn't mean
understand,
that
right?
you have that.
Assets, and there's a business involved here, so that's probably where a lot of it is. But still, tuition and rent in the valley shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Well,
If
that's
you have,
why they were stressing that she was like using her father to pay for these things. He was footing all those bills.
but it felt like that was kind of part of their culture. So I don't know.
I don't know.
She definitely has sparks with Reza Jackson. RJ, are you getting that vibe?
God,
And there's kind of little hints here and there. I'm getting that. I think in the next couple episodes, we're going to get a hookup.
She wants it so bad. Or at least she wants him to want it so bad.
I agree. How do you feel? So when Gigi gets up and goes and smokes, and Sky, miserable Sky, dreadful Sky, she has a problem, right, with Gigi, and she divulges that she had an issue with Gigi smoking at her party because her kids were upstairs. It's not like her kids were there running around Gigi, but they were upstairs. And she has a problem. So she follows Gigi outside because Gigi needs to go smoke. And did you catch, because I clocked it, Gigi even asked where to step out and go. She said, the kids are out back playing by the pool. Where would you guys prefer I do this?
Is there another place?
And that's why I feel Gigi felt comfortable at Sky's home because the children were upstairs. They weren't out around where everyone else was. You know what I mean? So do you feel it was inappropriate?
I think Golnessa felt it was okay because I think she knew that Sky was aware of her habitual smoking. And I don't think she thought twice about it, that she would have an issue.
Yeah.
I think the second she learned that Sky had an issue, and Sky should have brought that to her literally at the party. I'm glad that she at least brought it to her, like, and told her how she felt, because I didn't think she was going to do that. And then hearing her be like, answer her, be like, oh, there's a swing for you. And I was like, oh, you would be the one. Like, are you gonna?
She already plotted a spot.
You had an issue with her, and then you're like, being the one, like, yeah, go sit over here.
Oh, I think she clocked it. I think from the jump, she's like, oh, there's a place she can go to be away from my kids. There's a place we can go have that conversation later that's away from everyone else. I think she was.
But you know what? I was actually pretty proud of her. I had kind of had dismissed her up until then. But if she had an issue and it was her home, you would expect people to be respectful in your home.
Sure.
Regardless if you spoke. You can go outside.
Gigi received it well.
Yeah, she did.
She said, I want honesty and openness from my friends. I want you to come to me like this and tell me you have this kind of problem. I don't want to hear that before I get to a party, you're talking shit about my finances.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. And she does apologize. It went really well.
Yeah, that was very big of her.
But I don't like Sky. I don't. And I don't care that, okay, good for you, Sky. You stood your ground in your home, but you should have stood your ground in your home. It shouldn't have been an issue that we brought up later. It shouldn't have made it all the way to Palm Springs.
She's just so negative all the time and so demanding, and she brings nothing. So it's just like, ugh.
If I have to hear one more time that she hates the Valley, like, get off the show. You obviously need the Valley. You wouldn't have the show.
She hates her marriage, the Valley. Like, she's pretending to be something she's not, and she can't stand it. Like, I deserve all of this. I can't believe you are keeping me here in the Valley.
When she wants to move. And she wants to move for a certain price. And she's talking about moving, I thought, within the Valley. And Reza's like, why you're not going to get anything for what you want to pay without having to do $1 million in reno. And Bombshed's not going to have anything good to say about that. And they already have marital issues. And he's like, you don't even want to live here. Why are you talking about buying another home here? Like, you hate the Valley. You want to live in Beverly Hills. But what, they don't want you on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because you're kind of boring?
She's so boring.
Dreadful. And it's an act with her. Like, she gets in the car, can we stop at Air One? And they're like, we're not going in that direction. Like, I didn't buy that for 1 second.
Yeah.
Like, who cares that Air One, it's so overhyped. Like, it is what it is. Like, Air One is, like, we're vegan, okay? We go in there, my vegan cheese at Air One is the same price my vegan cheese is at Ralph's or a Kroger. Like, it's all the same price. It's just like you're over the top influencer drinks and your specialty stuff that's ridiculous and bougie like that. But when I hear people play like Air One, I think the opposite. You're like an influencer, or I'm sorry, you're like someone who follows influencers and a trend,
or not
a
even
trend
a setter.
chaser.
Yeah.
But the first thing she says, did you clock when you get in? And I'm talking about Sky to the trip to Palm Springs. They get to the house, right? A trip that Tannen booked, paid for. The first thing she says is, we get the smallest room, the ugliest room. There's a smell. Everything out of her mouth is a bitch moment. She has nothing nice to say. Even Reza's like, I'm sorry, if I was going to be invited to something I paid nothing for, I wouldn't complain right off the bat. In my head, I'm like, do you think she's complaining because ultimately she has to share a room with her husband?
Oh, I didn't think of that. I forgot they're sharing, or they're not sharing a room.
No, they hate each other.
Yeah, they have
It's
separate
evident.
rooms. Ooh. She just looks so miserable. Maybe she does need to just like, well, she won't divorce because then she'll have to move to a smaller house and she'll hate that. Or she's already looking to get her
Will
claws
she? She'll get
in on
half
the
of
next.
everything either way. It's California.
Interesting.
Speaking of half of everything, MJ and Tommy.
Yikes, that is.
It's unfortunate because there was a minute I was like, well, he does really love her and you can kind of tell.
I felt bad for him.
But he's not willing to put everything aside for her. And, you know, so MJ has Gigi over and Natasha over. And the second she's got them over, she goes and Tommy leaves. He dips. And he's like, whatever, your girls are over, your friends are here, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with it, which we know ultimately that is because of the situations that happened apparently on Shaw's.
Yeah.
And Gigi's like, well, I want a relationship with him. It sucks his friends are in New York. And MJ immediately jumps in and she's like, well, he likes you and he likes this. And she's like, why is he never around? If the issue's just with Reza, right? Why won't he be around Gigi? Why isn't he going to be around Natasha?
I don't know. I think that's like a trauma response, honestly. Didn't he say he lived on the streets and stuff? Like he was.
Sure he.
When you're abandoned and on the streets like that, I don't know. I think you look at the world a little differently.
But
the world seems to, like, you look at the world as if they've turned their back on you. You kind of develop that same kind of response.
But your
and
wife
I see that in him.
Is saying that she feels distant from you and she's hurt by the divide with you. And you're still refusing to film. And ultimately, like, it does feel like he's staying off as much as he can. He's kind of keeping the kids back as much as he can, where everyone else is putting that into it. And I think MJ's worried about the longevity of her career on the show.
Yeah.
If he's going to hold back so much. And that makes me feel like, obviously, the producer side of it, they're probably like, you need to give more. We're not seeing enough of this. You're getting home life here. Everyone else's marriage is falling apart on film. Why are you not? You know what I mean? So maybe that's a lot of it, but you can tell she's deeply affected. And so affected that she talks to Reza, who I didn't realize she had such a deep, deep connection. I thought maybe on some level they were family, but they went back all the way to Beverly Hills High, right? He said she like showed up and they'd been through these monumental moments in their life. Like he watched her go through her dad passing and that was monumental for him, and his dad passed away, and like seeing her go through that was something that like really helped him go through that. And Reza is like, I have no ill will, right, towards Tommy, but he also doesn't want to trigger Tommy. And I'm like, how can you...
But didn't he put the restraining order?
Exactly. So there's something...
It's easy to say that, like, and you're over it and you don't hold any ill will, but, like, you can't also control how the other person received that. And that was a bold move. That's a big slap in the face. And if someone doesn't want to associate with you because of that, you have to accept that as well.
Well, and at the same time, like, I did hear the clips that where Tommy made comments like, I came here to break your leg, I broke a vase. I came here, and he did extensive property damage from what I saw in those videos. So I understand at the time I mean, the fact that he showed up on the property and did damage.
Yeah.
And he's admitted that he came to break a leg. Like, I would be concerned for my safety, and I understand the restraining order. I think that it's gotten to a point that these are both men in MJ's life that are important to her. And they need to get over it and sit down and talk about it. And Reza, who has had the restraining order issue that clearly is over because they're filming together.
Yeah.
They are willing on some level to talk to Tommy because he's like, is he even open to being friends? And Adam even talked about how I elbowed him, you know, and like nudged him and was like, hey, good to see you, or whatever it is he said. It wasn't that relevant. It wasn't really even that big of an effort, but I could just tell that Reza and MJ have a great bond. And the divide between the husband and the fact that the husband holds back so much is really deeply affecting her.
Yeah, that's sad.
She even asked Tommy for the icebreaker. It does feel like
she's not gonna last long. Like that, it'll be quickly demoted to like a friend of kind of rule.
Or he won't.
Yeah.
She'll be forced to make a choice.
The medium, that was so heartbreaking.
The medium had me in tears. And a lot of it, honestly, I started to be uncomfortable by the thought of the medium because you've got Natasha and Amir, right? And I feel like that's where a lot of this was going to go. I didn't realize how much of the cast had so much loss, okay?
Yeah.
But like Natasha and Amir, that I felt a lot of ways about Natasha watching this episode before. Yeah. Or now that I didn't feel about her before. I felt, you know, Amir brought up talking to a medium before the medium conversation, right? Mm-hmm. And Natasha was like, I'm supportive, but I don't want to be there, right? I don't want to be compared to her. I don't want to know, like, all these things. And every time he brings it up, her face looks uncomfortable. At the end of the day, she's gone, right? And I understand, like, a level of the insecurity of being worried that you'll be compared or maybe not living up to it, but you're married to him now. And you have 3 of his children. Mm-hmm. And the thought of you being insecure about someone who's passed away, who wanted him to move on and be happy.
But she's just, like, insecure about, like, being uncomfortable, I think. Mm-hmm. Insecure about confrontation. And, like, they didn't talk about it. She wanted to sweep it under the rug. Like, it didn't happen. Like, you can't. You don't get over things by just pretending they don't happen, you know? Like, part of, like...
You don't heal.
Getting to that healing side is, like, processing it. Going through it. So
then this...
I think it hit him hard.
It did, because the medium showed up, and honestly... And this is, I feel like, one of those pivotal moments in every reality show, right? Mm-hmm. At least for you and I, because you and I could start a show and we understand the formula and we know it, especially if it's a season 1 or if it's like we get how it works. We know the first season's usually going to be a little rocky, probably the first couple. You know, we know that the first couple of episodes are going to be a little rocky, and we're probably not going to develop a bond with anyone on there yet.
Rhode Island took me like 3 episodes before I learned any of their names.
Exactly.
It was just Dolores.
We have it. Dolores Clone 2, 3. Yeah, and now we can tell them all apart, and we're invested. But there's that pivotal moment where you connect and you feel. And for me, it was the medium. Like, I was choking back tears, and I saw you leave and go get a tissue. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because immediately you've got RJ, right? You got Reza Jackson, and we find out that's not his last name. He's a Michael Jackson dancer or whatever, and his grandma reached out and kind of connected with him and bonded over that moment, and I thought that was really sweet. And then you learn that MJ loses her dad, right? And he brings up the ring that was lost, but the son found it in the shoe, the son that looked like him. Yes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like getting chills. And then you find out Reza's dad passes away and he had Alzheimer's for a really long time. And I related to that. So I was like, oh my gosh, like it just got intense, like the pile up on. And Tannen's dad had passed away and he reached out through the medium and talked about, oh, we didn't always see eye to eye, but you're always my girl. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know.
She was pretty spot on with a lot of things. The comment about the giraffe was creepy, though. I was getting real choked up and was like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. And then she said something about like a giraffe toy.
To Amir and Natasha.
And I was like, what about the giraffe? And she's like, that's her way of saying she plays with your kids. And I was like, oh, that's creepy. Like,
Yeah, and
maybe not
she
say
clocked
that.
the energy from them right away. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, and Natasha got up and like had to leave a couple times and cry, and she brings up the wife suddenly passing. You could tell Natasha was scared.
Yeah.
And you find out that she talks about how she loved Natasha, and she talked about how he was going to have a family, and she like sent that for him and the children, and like that's a beautiful story. It was a beautiful story. And on some level, like, to know that they've got that guardian of like looking over them. Do you believe in the whole medium of it all? Do you believe in the energy and like that?
I mean, I love to believe in that kind of stuff. I don't know. I have never had that kind of reading personally.
I've never had a reading, but I've had paranormal experiences, so I do believe in it. And I do believe, like, well, Libras, like, I'm a Libra. We're susceptible to that energy. So I feel like those experiences that you and I have even had together, I feel like they're always a message. I feel like it is a communication.
Yeah.
Almost.
But there's no such thing as a coincidence kind of thing.
Exactly. So I do believe it. And I really did. I felt I connected on another level with the cast of the Valley Purge. Like, I can see them all now in my head. Like, I know who you're talking about when you... And I feel for them now. So...
Yeah, for sure.
I'm interested to see, and we do see that it's going to get juicy. Yeah. It is going to get really juicy. But Reza and Adam... Actually, you know what? Before we get to that, let's play a game, right? Let's play Keep It Cute or Put It on Mute. Keep It Cute or Put It on Mute. Sky's weed issue with Gigi.
I have to say, I think she kept it cute. She addressed her outside of the group, so she didn't embarrass her in front of anyone. Or in front of everyone, I guess. And she handled it in a very adult, professional way. I feel like they were able to...
They both kept it cute. Yeah, I agree.
Boom. I loved it.
You girls kept it cute, ladies.
Way to keep it cute.
Absolutely. Keep it cute or put it on mute. This grudge that Tommy is still holding.
Oh, God. Put it on mute.
Put it to bed, Tommy. We're tired. We want to see the full force. We want to see MJ in her best light.
Or just mute away.
Keep it cute or put it on mute. Denis showing up unannounced to Adam's surprise birthday party.
Oh my gosh. Please put that on mute. That is so trappy.
Put it on mute. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Way to cheapen the group.
Yeah. So Denis shows up to Adam's birthday party, right? You can immediately cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah, everyone's like, did you drive here? Because it's like a long drive, isn't it?
Right from the Valley to Palm Springs, yeah.
Like they came the night before and stayed in a hotel or in a house.
Yeah.
And Denis just like casually drives down the next day, like for dinner.
I don't think I would say that was the casual part. I think that what we find out, Gigi invited him and knew he was coming because she wanted to hard launch her sex toy company at Adam's surprise birthday party. And let's just backstory because Reza and Adam got married, right? Yeah. At the location that the surprise party was held at. It was a weak surprise party. Yeah. The surprise was just showing up to the building they got married in. I mean, you're in Palm Springs. I think you know you're going to stop by. Yeah. Especially if you don't live in that town. You know, you're going to stop. Oh, we were married here. Let's stop in. Yeah. I thought it was crazy that knowing that place held that level of energy for Reza and Adam to bring someone who held such a negative, dark energy there and completely ruin a surprise party. Like, now I feel like their mind's going to go to that. Yeah, that was so rude. I felt like Gigi loved it, too. She knew it was good TV.
She also knew it was, like, a scandal. Like, well, they're going to have to get used to it, and she knew everyone was going to have a problem with it, so she's like, I'll just have him show up unannounced so that no one yells at her.
And RJ clocked it. He's the villain, she's the villain. Mm-hmm. They're both the villain, and they're both playing the game.
They both did the same thing.
And that's why I like Gigi. I do. She's my favorite one on the cast. But she's a true Sagittarius, and she's embracing the villain role. And you could see her relishing and glowing when everyone ripped him apart. Mm-hmm. She wanted him to feel that.
She wanted everyone fighting over her, too, and fighting for her. She loved that.
Sky's like, why are you here? Gigi's like, because we're working together, right? And she didn't even hard launch that. She just said that to someone in the corner. The whole point was that she was going to tell everyone they were working together now. And I didn't hear her do that.
No, I didn't either.
Okay, right? And then she screams and loses her shit in the middle of the restaurant. And I'm like, oh my God, I would have gotten up and been like, I need to be excused to the bathroom. And I would have disappeared.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come back. That's humiliating.
She did that in the restaurant with him the time before, too. And then went back and, like, had ice cream and finished, like, eating and drinking. And was like, okay, bye.
And she's like, I want him to tell his side. But then she's like, I need to go smoke. And she gets up to go smoke.
I don't know why she wants us to hear his side.
I don't care.
Her side when they both did the same thing. Like, why does it matter? You're just trying to make everyone feel uncomfortable. Please don't.
Yeah. And the whole... I don't like how you walked in here casual and unaccountable. And I'm like, boom, clap. You know, MJ really is a good friend.
Yeah.
And you see, every one of those people were fighting Gigi's battle. They all stood up to him for the shit that he's done.
Especially Reza and MJ, which is funny because Golnessa is the Sag, and she, like, lights the match, and it's like...
With the fire signs. Yep, you're
Reza
right.
and MJ, the Leos, just, like, come in and are just like, bet! Like, say less.
I love it.
Go off.
I love that dynamic. So I really do hope that MJ either divorces Tommy and season 2 we're rebuilding with her, or that he steps it up for her and gets over it and grows a pair and has a conversation with Reza, which it's giving finale vibes. I'm sure when we get there, that's what happens, obviously. But, well, hopefully. But I'm connected. I'm glad we had that moment where we were able to, where we were able to really...
It makes me want to seek one out from myself. Like, we should do that.
Oh, we should.
It would be a fun episode.
Is it like not... I was going to say, is it not personal to do it on the pod with our friends in the tea room?
Oh, we need suggestions.
All right. Does anyone know a good medium?
Anyone know your favorite medium in the comments? We'll try to get a hold of them.
Yeah. And while you're at it, down there, comment and tell us what you loved about today's episode. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and rate us our 5 stars. Yeah, we post practically daily. So thanks for stopping in to Reality in 5D with Matt
and Courtney.
Bye.